Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Flyway Conference matchup between the North Fond du Lac Orioles and your Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. Tonight, we would like to say thank you to the parents of our Viking volleyball players. We realize that we could not do it without the sacrifices you make for our program. With the sincerest of hearts, we say thank you for all that you do. Please stand to be recognized as I call the names of the athletes and parents. First up, Melena Dins, with parents Davey and Danny. Peyton Kevnitz, with parents Phil and Julie. Siri Kuski, with parents Matt and Jen. Maddie Lair, with parents Kevin and Jenny. And Jessica Pino, with parents Todd and Amy. And now for the seniors, Sabrina Bernhardt, with parents Mike and Tammy. Megan Doyle, with parents Patrick and Bonnie. Haley Fry, with parents John and Rita. Geneva Hewitt, with parents Joel and Robin. Andrea Kalo, with parents Jeff and Sandy. Riley Lair, with parents Kyle and Billy. Elena Supernan, with parents John and Tanya. And Mary Zunker, with parents Tim and Sherry. Once again, thank you to all of you parents for all of the sacrifices you make for this program. And now to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask that those who are able, please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the singing of our national anthem, performed by WLA freshman Adeline Kevin.
At the twilight
sponsorship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting actions or chants will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Please enjoy the game in a positive manner. And now for the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for the Orioles, number 1, Haley Herzig. Number 2, Jenna Weiss. Number 3, Alexis Schneider. Number 7, Olivia Huseman. Number 11, Bree Rock. And number 14, Abby Traxinger. Alyssa Brown is the libero. And the Orioles are coached by Kim Orlebeck and Linda Wadzadela. And now the starting lineup for your WLA Vikings. Number 17, Andrea Kalo. Number 8, Mary Zumker. Number 9, Kaylee Fry. Number 10, Melena Din. Number 15, Elena Supernan. Number 22, Sabrina Bernhardt. Libero is number 18, Riley Lair. And number 7, Geneva Hewitt. The Vikings are coached by Jamie Recker. Referees for tonight's game are Robert Davis and Jeff Holt. Line judges are Charles Rogers and Pat Latour.
We're ready to play volleyball here this evening, and celebrity of the night so far is the referee saying hopefully in the fall we don't have to wear masks. And I think we all can sympathize and second that. There's a good swing on this near side, and the first kill of the night goes to Olivia Huseman, who is actually on the service line for North Fond du Lac. It's the North Fond du Lac Orioles and the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings from the campus of WLA. And a couple of programs that this year find themselves in the bottom four of the Flyway Conference, both 2-5 in the conference this season, as that swing from Kaylee Fry is too high. And the first error for the Vikings gives a 2-0 lead to the Orioles. We'll run down should have enough time to run down the Flyway Conference standings. It's all Laconia so far. That's a swing and a miss from Milena Dins, and it's 3-0 for the Orioles. Laconia 7-0. That's a team that earlier this season the Vikings lost to via the sweep, which is a pretty common occurrence for the Spartans, and that's wide from Kaylee Fry. So 4-0 and a good start for North Fondy. Springs is second. WLA went to Springs and lost 3-1 last week. Springs 6-1 on the season, second place in the Flyway. Third is Waupun, they're 6-2. And WLA should have beaten Waupun, you would probably say. There's the first point for the Vikings. They had a 2-0 lead in that game before dropping the final 3 sets and losing 3-2. Here's a free ball for the Vikings. It was Dins back to the service line. Here's Zunker, sets far side, Supernan swing. It's just a touch deep, landing in the blue paint of the basketball lane, but beyond the blue stripe of the volleyball court. 5-1. But last time out, if you are a regular viewer of WLA TV, you saw a 3-2, 2-0 set comeback for the Vikings in a good sense. They were down 2-0 to Ripon. Ripon, who's just ahead of them in the Flyway Conference standings. I guess a couple slots ahead of them. They're 4-4. That was another one just off. And Kaylee Fry, who was really good in that Waupun match, or that Ripon match, pardon me, where WLA did come back from 2-0, as that's into the net from Jenna Weiss. Kaylee Fry just a little off so far tonight. Andrea Kalo in. She replaces Sabrina Bernhardt here on Parents' Night / Senior Night. You heard the presentation beforehand. That goes off of the light fixture. And Kaylee Fry's waiting for the overpass, and there's her first kill of the night. So should be the third point for the Vikings, I do believe. Yeah, 3-6. There's a good swing. Dug out, though, by Kalo. One-handed over from Fry, and then they're going to say Fry was into the net there. Don't like that call. I don't think Coach Recker does either. They said she was into the net, and if that was the call, well, she wasn't. So here's Supernan. This is well deep, 8-3, and a good start for the Orioles. You know, you look at the Flyway standings, and WLA's 2 wins. Now the Ripon win, if you look at the Flyway standings, it makes sense, right? Almost everyone has beaten every team below them and lost to every team above them. One of the exceptions is that WLA Ripon match where Ripon's 4-4, but has lost to WLA. You know, and that's one of the only instances where that happens. There's the captain, Elena Supernand, who tips that over and gets her first kill of the night. And it's 8-4. Here's Siri Kuski into the game. It's a good serve. Kuski and Zunker split the setting duties for the Vikings. That was deep. by Thought. No, landed on the line. That's a perfect spot for that. Good call as well. And it's 9-4. But you, again, if you're WLA, Waupun is firmly in that slot as the third best team in the conference. Wiest serves into the net there for the Orioles, and it's 9-5. I feel like you just let a couple slip away that maybe you could have. I almost feel unfair being in that bottom four segment. There's really 3 or 4 segments to the conference. I suppose you put Waupun, Springs, and Laconia in a tier, although Laconia seems to be in their own tier. And there's a nice swing and kill. First for Milena Dins, the freshman for the Vikings. Good cross-court attack. But then you got the next tier, which is probably Mayville, Ripon, Campbellsport, North Fondy, WLA, Oakfield, and Lamira. Those 4 teams kind of comprise that bottom 4 segment. Little miscommunication there for the Orioles, and the Vikes have crawled back within a pair with Supernan at the service line. The Flyway Player of the Year in basketball. There's an ace for the Vikes. Third kill of the night for Elena Supernan. But you just feel a little unfair if you're WLA, although can't call it unfair if you sleptwalked through a couple of sets or matches. You can't call that unfair, I suppose, but feel like you should be maybe a tier above where you are in the conference. Win tonight, win in the last match of the season against Lamira, who is currently sitting at the bottom of the conference, and you at least feel a little bit better about yourselves as Chemnitz skews that one wide, and it's back to a 3-point lead for the Orioles. And these two will match up in the regional semifinal. That's coming up next week. That'll be played over at Springs. Try to get several games in a day, so you go to a single site and play a couple of games in a day. 4:30 game, which will be these two teams. Winner will go on to play Springs at 7. So a tough draw, so to speak, for the Vikes, but one that they'll feel like they have at least a shot in. Springs is a good team, though, and showed that last week when on their home floor they took care of the Vikings to the tune of 3-1. That's into the net from Haley Herzig. Just prior to that, that was Geneva Hewitt that was just a fraction long on the cross-court attack. And it sends Riley Lair to the service line. Lair didn't connect with that one how she wanted to. And it's 13-9. Lair, the libero for the Vikes. Alyssa Braun is the libero for North Fond du Lac, and she just checked out. Here's Bernhard. Cross-court attack is deep. Kind of been a first set of runs so far. Very good start for North Fond du Lac. Great response for the Vikes to climb back within 1. Never tied or took the lead, did the Vikings. What closest they got was 9-8. Here's Chemnitz on the near side. Free ball for the Vikings. Kuski looks to the center. That's Chemnitz. Chemnitz pushes it over. Couple of sets. Oh, that's very crafty from Herzig of the Orioles. Little miscommunication, but North Fondy gets it over. Here's Kuski back to Chemnitz. Chemnitz gets the right paw on it. Saved by Herzig and over by Wiest. Well done, and a good rally going here. Dins trying to end it. Good swing. Dug out by the Orioles, and it's a cross by Herzig. Lair, Kuski, Bernhard, cross court. This is some phenomenal defense, and there's the first mistake of that segment of play. And it was just a missed pass there. I couldn't tell if that was Rock or Herzig, who was just a little off with that pass. And give the point to the Vikings, but well played defensively for the Orioles. Here's Zunker back in. She will once again set for the Vikings. That looks deep, and it is deep. It's a good swing from Bree Rock, the junior for the Orioles. And here we got a conversation. Not sure what they're discussing. Should be point Vikings. And they'll say it was touched, so point Orioles. Well, someone at the net got the finger on it for the Vikings, and that's why North Fondy now has a 5-point lead. Dugout here from Supernan. Dins sets far side. It's too deep. Kind of made Fry retrace her steps. Here's Zunker. There's your setter. Dins. Cross court. Just hung on the tape too long and carried itself out of play. 16-10. Not a great start for the Vikings, that's for sure, but they are by no means out of this first set. This is number 7, Olivia Huseman, back at the service line. Cross court swing and a kill for Kaylee Fry. Fry looks like she's maybe starting to dial it in just a little bit there with the swings. That's her second kill in the last 3 attempts after having several errors to start off the match. More miscommunication. Good job there from Huseman, or check that, that was Rockhoot to get it over. Vikings give a free one back to North Fond du Lac. That's into the block. Blocked down from both Bernhard and Fry. Zunker middle set to Fry. It's too far out, and Fry not able to get a good swing on it. Dins almost passes that one over. It's going to be a back row swing for Riley Lair. Dug out there from Herzig. Near side, and finished by Jenna Weiss. Good swing for Weiss. First opportunity for her to get involved in the last couple of minutes. There's a pass dealt with well by Zunker, and a good swing from Kaylee Fry, and that's just unfortunate if you're North Fond du Lac. Went off of one of the speakers that are dangling in the gym here at WLA. And Andrea Kalo back in for the Vikes to serve. 17-12. See if the Vikes can chisel into this lead here for North Fond du Lac. Here's, for all intents and purposes, a free opportunity. Good job by the libero. That's Braun. Near side, Weiss, and we got 4 hits over there. All happened in quick succession there. But a nice job from Geneva Hewitt getting her first kill of the night. Kalo, those are a couple of good serves. Hopefully she can keep that up if you're a Vikings fan. That's off of the block and down. A good swing. And I believe that was Huseman once again. Braun back to serve. Zunker, back set. Fry through the block, right between both Abby Traxinger and her teammate Jenna Weiss. Block was there, but just that gap between the arms went right between them. And Kaylee Fry has her 3rd kill. Siri Kuski in and straight to the service line. She'll be the setter for the Vikings right now. That's into the block and down. Jenna Weiss, her 2nd kill. Both of them coming in the last several points for the Orioles. And Vikes could use a side out. Haley Bedner into the game, into the match, pardon me, for North Fond du Lac. Chemnitz, Kuski, Hewitt. Little off balance trying to get the swing there. Here's a good set. Hammered down. Miscommunication. Dug out by Dins. Talk about miscommunication. The Vikings, Hewitt and Kuski didn't know which should retrieve, so 14-20. In the JV 1 game, saw the Vikings come back in the second set with a terrific comeback. Oh, that's great from Kuski. Sliding down. I think Traxinger thought that she had won the point for the Orioles with that hammer across court. Here's Supernand over the block, and there it is. She tips it a little off speed for the Vikings. And good hustle by the Vikes that time, too. It was Kalo and I don't know if that was Hewitt or Dins back there. As well as Siri Kuski. Kuski gets to this one, punched over by Dins. Back row swing for Wiest. Here's Kuski. This is a little bit more in sync for the Vikings, and Chemnitz mistimed her jump there. And it's back to a 6-point Oriole lead as they try to close out this first set. They're up 21-15. And sent Haley Herzig back to the service line. She'll put her right hand through it. And I think we're going to get a timeout here for the Vikings. Yes, we are. Time Vikings, they trail by 7, trying to claw back into this first set. You're watching on WLA TV. Stay with us. So it's a 7-point first set lead for the Orioles, and Herzig will continue to serve for North Fond du Lac. Good swing that time, better from Peyton Chemnitz. Dug out well, but they're going to get it on a double hit. Back to the Vikings. They trail by 6. Got to go on a little run here if they're going to have a shot to make this first set theirs. And we'll see if Riley Lair can be a big part of that. Lair back to the service line. That's a good one. Dug out by the libero, Braun. Here's a chance for the Vikings. Kuski back set. Bernhard off the block. Dug out there by Wiest. Near side swing off of a couple of blocks. The Vikings were into the net. They were saying Chemnitz into the net there. Didn't know what the call was. Blowing that whistle real quick on the far side. Confident. Here's the serve from Traxinger. Chemnitz looks to Bernhard, looking for that near corner, but not able to hit the near corner. And we have set point for the Orioles. Chance for North Fondy to go 1 set to the good right here. Bernhard has to tip it over the block. Chance for the Orioles. Here's the swing into the net as Bree Rock still searches for her first kill of the evening. Mary Zunker in and she'll serve. Oh, that was a great serve from Zunker. Well dug out. Braun able to keep it alive, though, the libero. That was deep, but it went off of Braun. I'll give the Vikings Another point, 18-24. Nothing else, maybe get a little momentum heading into the first intermission here between sets. Another good one from Zunker. Dug out from Braun. Set up here to the near side. Rock off the block. Chance for Dins. Hits in. Great swing from Milena Dins. You bet. Dins with 3 kills. Joins Fry with 3. Supernand has 4. Here's a back set. Off the block. Stays with the Orioles. Chance here on this near side. Good swing, but it's deep from Rock. I think we're going to get a North Fondy timeout this time. No, we're going to get another discussion. The second time that first set, the Vikings were robbed a point by a changed call after discussion. So that's the end of the first set. It was 25-19, I do believe. The scorekeepers got to take their time tonight because changing a lot of calls out there after further discussion. Either way, North Fondy with the first set win, 25-19. Back with more. You're watching WLA Girls Varsity Basketball on WLA TV. Stay with us. Just about ready here for the second set. It'll start with the Vikings in the service line, and it's Milena Dins, the freshman for the Vikes, who has 3 kills. Or had 3 kills in the first set. The Vikes trail 1-0. That first swing is into the net. That was Haley Bednar, who could only find the net with that swing. Well, we have fall sports in full swing. Now, at least the alternate season. That was off of the side of the arm of Alyssa Braun, and the second ace of the night for the Vikings gives Dins her 4th kill. Football and soccer well underway. Both of those teams at the varsity level have played a couple of games. Dins once again. Jump serve off of Braun. Free ball coming for the Vikes. Dins with the pass to Zunker. Looks to Supernand, far side. Dealt with by the Orioles. Tipped over the block by the Orioles. And that was Jenna Wiest with her 3rd kill. Vikings football team 1-1. Knocked off Waupun to start the season in very impressive fashion down in Kewaskum, playing those games on turf where they can. So Kewaskum, Ripon, and Lamira, where a lot of those games being played. Hopefully those sites able to provide live streams. That'd be great. That serve was deep, by the way, from Alyssa Braun, 3-1. And it's Megan Doyle, the senior, in for the Vikings to serve. That's a good one from Doyle, just trickled over the net. Dins, Zunker, middle set. Oh, that is hammered down from Kaylee Fry. She's got 4 kills now. Can't draw it up much better than that for the Vikings. Good pass, good set. And swing straight down. When it's a good set to Kaylee Fry, it's over. I mean, it's just over. Here's another chance for Fry. That one was too far forward from Zunker. That's off the block and down, but it's out. Couldn't tell if that was Fry or Hewitt that got their hand on that to block it, but it did not stay in play. So the football team started off with that win against Waupun, then took one on the chin a little bit, but it's a good Springs team they lost to last week. They'll get back after it this week. Here's an opportunity near side. Dug out by Doyle. Supernan back to the center, and Zunker will take care of it for the Vikings. That one's a little bit behind Wiest, so she couldn't get a great swing on it. Another chance here for Fry. She mistimed her jump, hit it when she was coming down, and skied that one well deep, 4-3. Soccer team, 2 games and 2 wins. Very proud to say that. Here is Huseman on the service for the Orioles. Chance for Supernand. Zunker is going to go back to Supernand. Couldn't jump on that one. It was off the block. And here's Wiest. Wiest into the block. Down. I think that was outside. Yeah, outside the pole there. So the Vikings will earn the point and take a 5-3 lead. 6-1 win over Oshkosh North for the soccer team, and a tough 1-0 win last night at Waupun. Kuski to the service line. It was Siri Kuski's brother Tyler who got the game-winning goal last night. That's just a touch deep from Supernand, 5-4. About 6 minutes left, and Tyler Kuski got his head on a cross and finished it for the Vikings. Here's Braun. Not a terrific pass for the Vikings here, but it ends up with a swing for Geneva Hewitt. Chance here for Wiest. Off the block, didn't matter, still landed in. And Jenna Wiest up to 5 kills by my count. Having a terrific night. Tied up here in this second set. The Vikings were never tied or in the lead in the first set on the way to the Orioles winning it. And the Orioles, for the first time, draw level in this set. Here's Kuski looking for Supernan, trying to save that. That goes off of the block. Doyle, Megan Doyle tried to pass it to Dins. Dins tried to return the favor, and some miscommunication for the Vikings. Gives the first lead of this second set to the Orioles. They lead at 6-5. Good job by Braun back on the service line. Kuski looks back on the set to Supernand. I did not think that hit the block. That hit the tape. Not going to matter. Abby Trexinger able to get her first kill of this second set. Yeah, I don't think that swing from Supernand. And the Vikings almost stopped playing. I think they knew it. But was not whistled dead. Hewitt looks to the near side. Supernand around the block and down. That's a great swing from Elena Supernand, who saw the single block there and did a good job to have her attack go around the block, down the line. She's back to the service line now, a chance to tie this match up, or this set up. Dins mistimed her jump, a little bit wide from Kuski on the set. And that was a good defensive opportunity to get the side out for the Orioles, and they took it. Wiest, good serve. Dug out by Supernand. Kuski feeds Hewitt, and she's got her second kill of the night, does Geneva Hewitt, who went off the block and out. Here's Riley Lair. After her first miscue with the serve, that second one was terrific. Nice job there in transition for Trexinger. Little slide play for the Orioles and worked it to perfection. Second kill of this second set for Trexinger. Looked deep. Couple of calls for out for the Vikings, but Riley Lair was going to take no chances on that one. Into the block. Chemnitz blocked that one down. I'm not sure how much she knew about it. Bree Rock, well, she didn't have bad luck. She'd have no luck at all, at least so far tonight. She has had some great attacks that have just gone into the net or into the block, and good defensive plays. Unfortunate. Here's the near side set from Fry, looking for Bernhard. Chance here, it's got to go over. No, that was 4, so. Or a double hit. I'm going to say a double hit for the Orioles. That ties things back up. Chance here for the Vikings to maybe go on a little bit of a run. With Zunker at the service line, Braun digs it out. Set up by Herzig. Oh, that was blocked down from Kaylee Fry. She was all by herself, but that's her 5th kill of the night for Kaylee Fry, as it was set up to Trexinger, and Kaylee Fry sent it back the other way. Herzig, near side. Good swing by Rock, but it's deep once again. And the Vikes are going on a little bit of a run here with Zunker. She'll try to keep it going here. 2-point lead for the Vikes. Braun digs it up. There's that slide play once again. Zunker, oh, back row swing. Thought Elena Supernand was going to take Melina Din's head off there, but she hit the ball. That's another mistimed situation for the Vikings. Zunker and Fry not on the same page. And an important side out for the Orioles there to keep the lead just to 1 for the Vikings and get the service back. Here's Trexinger, the sophomore. Dug out by Supernand. Dins, far side, set to Fry. There's a good swing from Hattie Hughes. Chance for Fry. Little miscommunication. Wiest didn't know that Trexinger was back there, so she flailed a right fist at it and punched it away from her teammate. 12-10. Dins. Wiest overpass. Fry finishes. You'd take that a few more times if you're the Vikings. 3-point lead for the Vikes. Dins, oh, that just crawls over. Second ace of the night by my count for Dins. 5th kill of the night for Dins. Timeout North Fondy. Stay with us. You're watching WLA Volleyball on WLA TV. So the Vikings trying to go on a run here to put this second set away and even things up here. And will do so currently with Milena Dins at the service line. Herzig, all she can do is pass it up. Oh, that's looked like it might be an overpass. It's too close to the net for Zunker to do anything about it. And some stifled momentum for the Vikings coming out of that timeout. Good side out for the Orioles to try to get back into this thing. They're only down 3. Bree Rock back to the service line. See if she can change her luck a little bit. Good pass from Riley Lair. Far side looking for Supernan. Tipped it over. Chance for Herzig. Herzig gets it over and a good pass. Good set. And a great swing from Kaylee Fry, her 7th kill of the night. Fry's really come on these last couple of at least home matches. Now, did not get to see that match at Springs that finished 3-1. Doyle back into the match, by the way, for the Vikings with a 4-point lead. She's at the service line. But certainly in the Ripon game for the Vikings, and so far tonight, Fry's been terrific, Kaylee Fry has. Zunker's going to look to Geneva Hewitt this time, goes off the block. Sprawling out was Braun. Chance for Wiest. Doyle passes to Zunker. Zunker looks far side. Tipped over by Supernan, and she finds some gym floor on the North Fond du Lac side. Before, I think that was Herzig who was diving after it. 16-11, Doyle will continue to serve. This one's a good one again. Almost an overpass. That's a terrific job by Haley Bednar to avoid the overpass and kind of hammer it down with the backside of her fist or her hand, and to get the kill for the Orioles. Every time it looks like the Vikings have a chance, that's into the net from Huseman. Every time it looks like the Vikings have a chance to extend this lead past that 5-point mark. Here's another chance with Kuski to the service line. They haven't been able to do it. Important side outs for the Orioles. Done a nice job coming out of timeouts, and that is very deep from Kuski. Generally, Siri Kuski puts it in play for the Vikings, if nothing else. And at the end of the day, what defines a great serve? I mean, if it makes the other team play defense, I call that a pretty darn good serve. Here's a chance for Supernan. She just has to tip it over. Herzig, middle set, into the block. It's Peyton Chemnitz this time with the solo block of Abby Traxinger. A couple of swings for Traxinger so far tonight that have gone into that solo block and straight back down on the Orioles side. Another chance for the Vikings to extend this past 5. Traxinger gets it over, dug out by Supernan. Zunker looks for Hewitt. Braun, Herzig, Wiest. Here's Chemnitz, or Kuski, sorry. Back to Hewitt again. A little wide for Hewitt, and I think she was always reaching at that one, and hard to keep it down in that situation. And again, an important side out for the Orioles. Can they do anything with it? Here's Jenna Wiest, dugout Doyle. Middle set. Chemnitz reaching for it, able to get it across. Chance on this near side and finish. There's some luck, perhaps, for Bree Rock. Getting her first kill of the night. Almost mishit it, but you take what you can get when you've had some of the bad breaks that she's had so far tonight. And that should be, I think that was 4. Yeah. So Wiest, I got to take care of that ball. There you go. Jenna Wiest will continue to serve. Well, they just changed it to 18-16. I don't think that's the right score. I don't know. You guys will have to go backwards and tell. I don't think that's the right score. If it isn't the right score, the Vikings will know about it, and maybe they can tell you. This is a great rally here. Dins, oh, she found the far side of the near side of the court, pardon me. Elena Dins restores a 3-point lead. I thought it was a 4-point lead. It was a 5-point lead. Vikes lost the serve, and Wiest got 1 point. I think it should be a 4-point lead. Maybe I missed something somewhere. Chance for Rock into the block. Herzig's going to try to find the corner with a set across, and that is terrific. Haley Herzig's first kill of the night. Back to a 2-point set. Guess I must have missed something if we haven't corrected it by now. It's Herzig now back to the service line, the setter for the Orioles. Here's Dins. Another chance for Herzig. She just has to pass it across. Kuski middle set to Chemnitz, and Chemnitz finds some real estate on the Orioles side. Restores a 3-point lead. Likes the first to 20. Can they be the first to 25? Zunker, that one trickles over. Battle at the net, won by Fry. Herzig stays with it. Miscommunication. Rock not able to get there in time, and the Vikes regain a 4-point lead. That wasn't the greatest passing, and Rock again not able to get past that block. We'll give it to Kaylee Fry. Fry's got 8 kills tonight. That's a free one for the Vikings. Zunker looks to the middle once again with Fry. Fry just has to loop that swing over. This one's a little bit better from Abby Traxinger, her 3rd kill of this 2nd set. Lost a couple into the block earlier this set, but that was an important one to get it back to the 4-point advantage for the Vikes. Good swing from Fry. Couple of Orioles sprawling out to make sure that that didn't end up as a kill. Chance for Dins, just has to punch it over. And that was a double hit. You could hear the, yeah, could hear the 2 distinct sounds when that set attempt was made. 23-18. Real chance for the Vikings here with Dins at the service line. Braun can't find a teammate with that pass. Call it the 4th ace of the night for the Vikings. 3rd for Dins. She has 7 kills. Timeout North Fondy. It'll be set point when we come back. You're watching WLA Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLA TV. So Milena Dins will serve for the second set. Megan Pellet into the game for North Fondy. 24-18, the Vikes have some breathing room to play with here. Played much better here in the second set. Dins, Braun, tipped over by Herzig. That's all she could do with it. Set up to Bernhard. It came from Supernand. Dug up off the block from Braun. Ends up on the near side. Pellet not able to get that one across. And the Vikings have won the second set. Evened it up here at 1. 25-19 was the first set. 25-18 this one for the Vikes as we tie things up at 1 set apiece. Put 3 minutes on the clock. We'll be back in a couple of minutes here. You're listening to WLA Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLA TV. Stay with us. Just about ready to get this third set underway. Vikings did a nice job in that second set responding to a slow start for them losing that first set 25-19 and coming back with the 25-18 second set win. First one off the tape. That's a tough one to deal with. There's, again, talking about maybe a little change of fortune there for Bree Rock as that one trickles over the net to the Vikings side and not far enough for Mary Zunker to do anything about it. Here's Dins, looks to the far side. A little out of rhythm there for the Vikings. And the Vikes trail 2-0. Here is Rock. An overpass there. Oh, that is a gift of sorts from the Orioles, as the overpass from Elena Supernand was not punished. 2-1. Here is Dins. That has become more and more of a rarity over the course of the season. She had a few of those in that Waupun match, but since then, fewer and further between, at least for these home matches that I've gotten to see with regularity. Here's Supernand. This one's deep. And it's 4-1. Not the start you were looking for if you're a Vikings fan after what the Vikes showed in the second set. Supernand Zunker, middle set. Overpass for the Vikings here. And Bernhard into the block and down. It was a great swing from Kaylee Fry, but the libero, Alyssa Braun, was able to, if nothing else, just keep it alive, and that's really all she did. And the rest of the defense regrouped, and it's a 5-1 Oriole lead. Another middle set. This is off the block from Fry. Again, sprawling out was Braun. Punched over by Wiest. Chance for Supernand, who tips it over. Wiest gets there. Going to be a tough one to deal with, but the Orioles deal with it. Pass from Bernhard. Zunker, far side. Supernand, little off balance. That's off of the defender, who is Bree Rock. And Supernand's got her 8th kill. Doyle back in. Gave the Vikes some good minutes there in that second set. Especially a couple of good reps back here at the service line. Another good one from Doyle. Chance here for Wiest. Oh, right through the defense goes Jenna Wiest. Little quiet in that second set was Wiest. She had 5 kills in the first. This is her first of the third. And Alyssa Braun back to the service line with a 4-point lead. Looked like that one might hit the net, at least from my vantage point. Got over, and a chance for Fry. Braun. Wiest once again off the block and down from the combination of Kaylee Fry and Geneva Hewitt. It's so hard for me to award, and this is why I always say unofficial statistics, but it's impossible for me to see from my angle who blocked that down. I'll give it to Fry, but that very well could have been Geneva Hewitt. Tipped over there, and a nice job by the Orioles. Believe that was Wiest once again. And just like in the first set and portions of that second set, when they need a side out, the Orioles get it. Kuski, middle set to Hewitt. Hewitt didn't strike it particularly well, but a chance here for the Vikings again. Supernand from Kuski. That one is an overpass. Kuski will give it back to Supernand. Tapped it over. That off pace from Supernand is how she's gotten most of her kills here tonight. She's up to 9 of them. And it's not the power that's giving North Fond du Lac the problems on that left side. It's that off-speed stuff. That's an ace. Miscommunication, perhaps. 5th of the night for the Vikings. And Supernand the first into double figures in terms of kills. Vikes back within a pair. Here's Supernand again. Another well-hit one. Wiest with the pass. Chance for the Vikings here. Kuski, middle set to Chemnitz, who is just the timing for Peyton Chemnitz has just been a little bit off tonight. Gives the Vikings an excellent option at that front row, specifically in the middle, which is kind of the trade-off between her and Kaylee Fry. That one's wide from Geneva Hewitt. When you're looking at the front, I mean, it's Supernand and Dins kind of on that left side. In the middle, it's Chemnitz and Kaylee Fry. Here's Dins. That is hammered home. No chance for the Orioles. That's the 8th kill of the night for Milena Dins. And then on this right side, it's generally Bernhard and Hewitt. Ooh, that's a good serve. Not dealt with great by Bree Rock, and the 6th ace of the night for the Vikings. First kill for Riley Lair. See if Lair can go on a little bit of a run. She served great during portions of that Ripon match, if I'm remembering correctly. That one's deep. Service error for the Vikes. And that was the story in that Ripon match, was the service line. Vikes had like 12 in the first 2 sets. Talking about service errors. And they turned it into like 12 aces in the last 3 sets. Once again, tipped over on that far side. This time from Dins, she's got 9. But when you turn errors into aces, that's when you can start to make those kinds of comebacks. Here's Zunker, and right on cue, into the net for an error. Vikings need to do what North Fond du Lac has been doing, which is in a crucial moment, which right now I would say probably qualifies as a crucial moment, get a side out. Herzig just has to pass it over. Chance for Zunker, middle set, hammered down from Fry. Might have been out, but on the way out, Braun decided to make an effort at it. And that's the 10th kill for Kaylee Fry. Dins once again. Braun. Weiss. Far side, Zunker looking for Elena Supernand. And more miscommunication from the Orioles results in 4 hits, and the Vikings back within a point. Not a coincidence that the Vikings go on a lot of runs with Dins at the service line. Dins looking for Rock that time. Chance for the Vikings on a free one. I was going to say, I'm not sure who that was to. Fry probably had to deal with it, and she did. Weist off the single block there of Bernhard. And this time it's just looped over by the Orioles. Middle set by Zunker. Looks for Fry. It's a little bit wide from Kaylee Fry. 12-10. Vikes have had their opportunities and seen some good scoring chances go by the wayside. Huseman on to serve. Zunker looks back to Supernand, which is who she got the pass from. Herzig to the near side, tipped over by Weist. You saw that coming a mile away. Jenna Weist with her 3rd kill of this 3rd set, and that is the current margin of deficit for the Vikings is 3, 13-10. Supernand digs it out. Zunker, middle set to Fry. That's better from Kaylee Fry, her 11th kill of the night. Around the block and down the right side of the court as the Vikings look at it. Doyle and Hewitt back onto the floor for the Vikings. Joins Dins, Supernand, Zunker, and Fry. Vikes are 1 rotation from going to their other set of Kuski and Chemnitz. Here's Hewitt off the block. Chance for Rock to pass to Herzig. Herzig gets it back to Rock. Oh, there's a back row swing from Bree Rock for her 3rd kill of the night. What an important side out it was once again. It's been the story of the night so far for North Fond du Lac is limiting the offensive chances for the Vikings. Here's Hewitt. Herzig, little off balance was Traxinger there, but not a good pass from the Vikings. I think that was Zunker. And it's back to a 4-point deficit.
Come on, Vikes, right here, let's go.
The Vikes have played just about everyone on their schedule extremely tough to about 15. And then it's almost a coin flip sometimes how they're going to play those last 10 points of the set. I think North Fondy's starting to smarten up a little bit to the off speed from Elena Supernan. Didn't matter there. Elena still got it. Well, there was no block there because they backed off, but still able to get it down on the North Fondy side. Back to a 3-point deficit. And Kuski back into the match. Kuski finds Braun, and Braun's done a nice job overall. That's the 7th ace of the night for the Vikings. First kill for Kuski. I think Braun's done a nice job passing overall, but she has made a few mistakes in these last couple of sets. Chance for the Vikes as Wiest swings at it. Kuski looks for Supernand. Big cluster of Orioles able to get it done. Supernand with the overpass. Chance for the Vikes. And that's 4. Good hustle by Chemnitz, Kuski, Hewitt, and Supernand, but when you say 4 names, that means too many people touched it. So that's the way it goes. 16-13. Vikes need a side out in the worst way here. Just the closer you get to 20. There's a good swing from Elena Supernand. None of the off-speed stuff there. She hammered that one across the court through the block. Wasn't a very... Didn't have much conviction, the block there. That was another loose one from Braun. Dealt with by the Orioles just about. Chance for Hewitt off the block and down. Geneva Hewitt's 3rd kill of the night. And the Vikes back within a point. Elena Supernand is the one at the service line for the Vikes and doing a nice job this go around. I was waiting for that one into the net, as usually happens after I compliment someone. Orioles not able to return it. Vikes tie it up, and that forces a timeout from North Fondy. Back in a minute. You're watching WLA Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLA TV. So circle this moment in this 3rd set, 16-16. Could be an important juncture. The Vikes on a little bit of a run here. They were down 4, as many as 4. That's in. Ace for Supernand. She's up to 13 kills. That's 8 aces on the night for the Vikings. And the Vikes take, I believe, their first lead of this 3rd set. Supernand looking to that corner once again. This is an overpass tipped by Chemnitz and finish. Chemnitz 4th kill of the night. And Supernand continues a very nice run here from the service line. Vikes lead by 2. This is hammered not dealt with by Wiest. She's hardly put a foot wrong tonight, Jenna Wiest, but not able to handle that one. And the Vikes lead by 3. I believe we're talking a 7-0 run right now for the Vikings. Braun able to give her team a chance. Oh, that is one that Supernan knew immediately as it went over her shoulder she should have, but she didn't get a call. Not that I heard. Gotta be loud there. Here at the bench of the Vikings. Gotta be screaming. I gotta be able to hear you up here in the corner of the gym. Herzig will serve for the Orioles. That's a little loose from Chemnitz. Nice body control from Milena Dins not to go crashing into the net. Doesn't matter anyway. The Orioles able to convert on that far side, and they're back within a point. Haley Herzig, senior setter for the Orioles, and she's had a nice night when she gets past the ball. There's Dins once again. She's got 10 kills. Dins the third Viking into double figures. And it's been the Dins Fry Supernan show, as it has been much of the year. Each of them have double-digit kills. And the Vikings are the first to 20 here in this third set. Good serve from Riley Lair. Near side, here's Rock. Rock, this is deep. And the Vikes lead by 3. Going back to Herzig, when she receives a good pass from her teammates, she puts it on the money for her hitters, which is all you can ask for a setter. Oh, good sprawling hustle from Siri Kuski, and Chemnitz able to keep it alive along with Dins. Lair gets to this one. Kuski, looks for Dins, and she finds the kill, does Milena Dins. Great hustle by the Vikings. They deserve this third set. There's no doubt about that. Timeout by North Fondy. That was forced by the Vikings. They lead by 4. Back with more. Third set action after this. So the Vikes lead by 4 here in this third set, looking to close it out with Riley Lair at the service line. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Jordan King taking you through tonight's action, and apologize if I sound sick. I'm not sick. I wore out my voice last night at the soccer game. I guess that means I was yelling too much. Lair into the net. Just the 4th service error by my count for the Vikings, which might be a touch low. Maybe I missed a couple, but either way, doubling up your errors with aces, that's a winning recipe. Here's a chance for the Orioles. Just trickled over. Good response from Dins to make the reflex save, so to speak. Dins far side from Kuski. Yes, sir, you bet. Off the blocking out for Milena Dins. 12 kills tonight for Milena Dins. I think it'll be Zunker. Yep, Zunker back to the service line. No way I was missing the final gym sporting event of the year for WLA Athletics, I believe. I think that sounds right. Here's Dins. Couldn't connect on it. Frustrated with herself, but they're still playing here. Middle set to Fry, and an illegal set as judged by the referee. Sends Bree Rock back to the service line. Trying to cut into a 3-point Viking third set lead. Rock finds Zunker. Tipped up from Dins. around the pole. Yeah, not. I was around the wire there. So 23-21. Vikes just need a couple of points here. Close this thing out. I'm a little biased, but I think they've deserved it here with some of the hustle plays they've made. Not to say North Fondy isn't hustling. And Wiest is trying to say, not happening. That's her 4th kill of the set. Forces a timeout for the Vikings. And it's a nice run for North Fondy. 23-22, Vikes still lead, but they need change of momentum coming out of this timeout. Stay with us. You're watching on WLA TV. Bree Rock doing a nice job for North Fondy, kind of righting the ship late in this 3rd set. Tied up here at 1. And the last time this set was tied was at 16-16. I said circle that moment. Since then, the Vikes have been the better squad until this last little juncture here. Here's Zunker, middle set. Fry off balance, but able to keep it in play. Here's Wiest off the block. Dug up by Zunker, tapped over by Fry. Herzig, Braun, Wiest, dug out by Dins. Zunker looks to Supernand, able to get it across. Herzig, nice idea from Herzig. Batted over from Kaylee Fry. Good rally going here. Wiest trying to end it. Dug up by Lair. Far side, Dins off the block, off of Braun, and out. Big kill from Elena Dins, her 13th of the night, and it's set point for the Vikings with guess who? Elena Dins back at the service line. She got the Vikings to this point. Now's the chance to finish it out. She would also start the 4th set serving as well, so could go on a nice little run here. Dins, good serve. Rock, Wiest. Wiest says, who needs a set? Her 10th kill, I'm sure that's got to be wrong. Wiest seems to have had more than that. Maybe that's right, but Jenna Wiest has had a huge impact on this match for the Orioles. And the Orioles need one more point to at least force this thing further than 25. Back row swing. Dins, sprawling effort from Braun. Near side Wiest. Dug up by Dins. She put her hands on her head. Knew it wasn't a great one, but Fry saved it. Here's Supernand. Gets it back from Zunker. Herzig, Braun, Wiest into the block of Bernhard. Sends the Orioles sprawling, and the Vikes have won the 3rd set 25-23. What a terrific job by Sabrina Bernhard on the block, and the Vikings get the 3rd set win. They take a 2-1 lead. Put 3 minutes on the clock. We'll be back with the 4th set. Vikes with a chance to close things out here on Senior and Parents Night. And you're watching it on WLA TV. So stay with us. So if you're just joining us, let's recap the match that we've seen so far. 25-19 in the first set. The Vikes lost it, but have come back and played very well, certainly in that second set, which they won 25-18, and really battled their way back in that third set to win it 25-23. Milena Dins at the service line for the Vikes, as she usually is to start a set. Oh my goodness, Kaylee Fry pummeled that volleyball into the floor, and the Vikes take an early 1-0 lead. Fry's 12th kill of the night, and gets this fourth set off to a great start. Dins, rock, Herzig, battle at the net, won by Fry. Herzig pushes it over, Dins sprawling out one-handed, keeps it alive. Chance for the Vikings. It's going to be wide from Mary Zunker, but great effort from both Milena Dins and Riley Lair to keep that alive. Tied up here at 1. Bree Rock back to the service line from North Fondy. Not the best pass from Supernand, but the Vikes able to, well, we'll say will it over. Wasn't the prettiest thing in the world. Here's a couple of blocks for the Vikes, and that'll be point Vikings after, I think it was off of Wiest last probably. Hewitt back in for the libero, Riley Lair, and then Andrea Kalo back in for Sabrina Bernhard. Who was directly involved with that last point was Bernhard. Good serve from Kalo, dug up from Zunker. Good job by Supernand to get to it, and a decent swing on this near side from Hewitt. Vikes able to regroup. Zunker, back set, Hewitt. Oh, beautiful, off the block and down for Geneva Hewitt, just her 4th kill of the night. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities, has Hewitt, but she's made them count. Kalo, another good one. Vikings, I risk jinxing them for the rest of the match, and that's off the side as more miscommunication between Dins and Zunker that time. 3-2 lead. But the Vikings have been terrific from the service line tonight. They really have, compared to some of the other matches we've seen earlier in the season. Dins, Fry. Hewitt didn't, I don't think she knew how far away from the net she was. She kind of was treating that like she was right next to it, and there was a little gap there, and that's why that didn't get over. Huseman is serving for North Fondy. And we're tied up at 3. Kalo, Zunker, Hewitt, and the Vikes take up their preferred places on that front line. Din's able to set it up. Swing from Fry. Punched over by Herzig. And Fry once again with the swing for the Vikings. Near side. Wiest. Chance here for Supernand. Braun able to get it to Herzig. Herzig to Wiest, and Wiest tips for her first kill of the 4th set. Forgot how to count there. We are in set 4. And a 4-3 lead now for North Fondy. Back set to Fry. Goes off a couple of Orioles. Free ball coming for the Vikings. Middle set this time from Zunker. Zunker likes that middle set, and that one was a little bit high and ended up going long for Kaylee Fry. Huseman will continue to serve. She's been very good. It's a 3-0 run so far for the Orioles with Huseman at the line. That's into the single block from Fry. Kept alive very well from North Fondy. That was hammered down from Fry. Off the block and out. Fry's 13th kill. That makes the 3rd Viking of 13 or more kills. Both Fry and Dins have 13. And Supernand has 14. Kuski is back to the service line here for the Vikings, and battle at the net is won by Wiest, as Hewitt and Wiest went toe-to-toe, and Wiest able to get the kill, her second of this fourth set. That's into the net from Alyssa Braun.
Go, Vikes, you got this.
Supernan. That was not handled well from North Fondy, and we're tied back up here in this fourth set. Vikes hope it's the final set. North Fondy hopes it's the penultimate set. By the way, that was the 15th kill for Supernan and the 9th ace of the night for the Vikings. Kuski, back set. Hewitt, Braun, Herzig, near side. Wiest, good swing through the block and down. Wiest is off to a terrific start to this fourth set. She has 3 kills of the 7 points for the Orioles. And right on cue, curse of the commentator, she has a service error as that one is deep. Tie it back up. Riley Lair will trot back on as the libero and get her opportunity to serve for the Vikes. That's into the net. Second error of the night for Riley Lair. Her first one was into the net, and then after that she went on a nice little run that included some very good serves. Herzig goes short with that one, and it works. Haley Herzig with her second kill and second ace of the night. Check that, just her first ace. This one's short again. Looks like she might be trying to serve it to Dins, maybe take her out of the offensive equation. Not a bad idea. Dins has 13 kills. Kuski looks middle to Chemnitz, and again, that relationship between Kuski and Chemnitz, which this season has been so good, just a fraction off tonight. So it's a 3-0 run in response to the Vikes tying it up, and a very good response it is for the Orioles. Pushed over by Bernhard. That was hammered. Lair, oh, that just was out. Thought that might get down on the Orioles side. It didn't. 4-point lead for North Fondy. Vikes need a timeout. They take the timeout. We're back with more after this. So coming out of the timeout, what can the Vikings do? That's the question. Herzig's been terrific. And of the 5 serves that Herzig's hit, that's her second ace, by the way, in this sequence. 4 of the 5 have been short. The Vikes fallen asleep to that, though. Here's Bernhard on the swing from Kuski. Herzig sets to the near side. Rock can only push it over. Chance for Dins. This looks deep. It is. Just leaning back a little bit too much was Milena Dins. It wasn't an easy set to deal with by any means. And behind Herzig, this is a 6-0 run. Overpass and a free one. Herzig pushes. Riley Lair gets to it. Back set from Kuski. Bernhard almost had the kill. Nice job from Braun. Now it's Riley Lair's turn to sprawl out, and Elena Dins rolls her eyes after that one. The miss hit was just what she needed to get that one to land on the Orioles side. Just like you planned it, right? Hey, I'd say that. Track singer swings, finishes. Track singer, a sophomore, 5'11", and a true weapon for this North Fondy squad. She's back to serve now. Bernhard digs it out. Dins looks far side to Fry. Ooh, careful down there. Great hustle. I think that was Herzig, the setter. Hope she's all right. Great hustle. Not a ton of space behind the court there, so I think she's all right. (14-9). That was Kaylee Fry's 14th kill, by the way. Nice job by Dins to set that up as well. A little bit out of sync the Vikes were, but able to get it done. Here's Dins. Braun. Herzig. Lair digs it out for the Vikes. Pushed over. Thought Fry might have been able to find that left corner. A little bit too close to the center. And I think that was on the wrong side of, it was, of the wire there. So another point for the Vikings. They're down by 4. Good serve from Dins. Braun, Herzig, near side. Good swing from the Orioles. Couldn't tell who that was. Supernand off the block and down. No, that was Herzig actually. Block didn't get there, and Herzig was left out on an island, and Supernand hit it right at her. 14-11. Dins looks for Rock that time. Herzig. Zunker looks back to Supernand. Supernand, 2 in a row? No, this one's too strong and lands out of bounds on this near side. 15-11. It was close. Bree Rock, good serve. Pass from Zunker to Fry, off the tape. Herzig deals with it. Chance for the Orioles, but not a very good one. Once again, the Vikes have hit Herzig a couple of times with their attacks, which has not allowed Herzig to be part of the offense. That was blocked down. I think that was number 3, Alexis Schneider, who was able to block Elena Supernand's attack. So it's Bree Rock back to serve. Chance to build on what is a 5-point lead. Tell you what, you feel like the Vikes went on a little run there, and it's still 5 points. Off the solo block there was Supernand. Riley Lair digs it up. Zunker back to Supernand. Goes right back to her. Cross court. Rock, not the best pass, and it's just going to be a free ball for the Vikings. Zunker, middle set. This one, well, you could have got a carry. It didn't go over anyway. And it's a 6-point lead. I think. Did the score not change there? There it is. Supernand, Zunker, Fry. Yeah, those sets to Kaylee Fry recently from Zunker have been too close to the net, and Kaylee hasn't been able to get a swing on them. Here's another timeout from Coach Recker, and it comes with a 7-point deficit, 18-11.
And looks like we might be headed to our third edition of a 5-set match this season. Waupun and Ripon were the first two. Looks like that's a possibility tonight, unless the Vikes able to turn around what is currently a 7-point deficit. Back in about 30 seconds on WLA TV. Well, if they're going to turn it around, now would be a good time to start. Talking about the Vikings. Here's Bree Rock. That's not a good way to start it. Rock went short. Miscommunication by the Vikings. Another ace for the Orioles. I only have them down for 4 aces tonight, but as all aces do, coming in good spots. 19-11. That's a better pass that time from Riley Lair. Good job by Braun and Weiss to get it over for the Orioles. Chance for Supernand. Couple of out calls from the Orioles. That's off the block of Fry, and a point for the Vikings. Fry's across the 15-point kill mark. 15-point kill mark. The 15 kill mark. Words sometimes. Am I right? 19-12. Here's Andrea Kalo. It's a good serve from Kalo. Pushed over, blocked by Fry. Herzig looks to the corner. Dug up by Dins. Set up by Supernand. Off the tape from Fry, and Fry's got 16 kills. Back-to-back kills for Kaylee Fry, and the Vikes are back within 6. Kalo, that's a beautiful serve. Dealt with by the Orioles. That one's a tough one to deal with for Zunker. Zunker gets it back. It was decent from Mary Zunker considering the pass was a little close to the net. I think that was Dins that passed it to her. And it's 20-13. Vikes gotta outscore them 12-3 to end this. We'll see if they're able to do that. Dins, Zunker, back set, Fry, off the block and down. Kaylee Fry is having another monster night. She's up to 17 kills. Here comes Chemnitz and Kuski. And it's not impossible here for the Vikings. Down by 6. But this is all night. Even in the sets they've lost, this has been, these big opportunities have been where the side outs have come for North Fondy, and right on cue. There's Jenna Weiss, and she's been a big part of it. Her 4th kill this set. And it'll send Alyssa Braun, the libero, back to serve. Chemnitz, Kuski can't get there. Looking more and more like we are going to be headed to a 5th set. North Fondy only needs 3 more points. They won the first set. The Vikes have won the last 2. That was mishit from Hewitt. And the Orioles are 2 points away. Back set from Kuski, looks for Supernand. Good dig from Rock. Gives Weiss the chance to hit it. That looks like an overpass. It is. And hammered down by Traxinger. And it is set point. Most dominant set, and really, you know, up until about 10 points. This is pretty close here in this fourth set. Where does Herzig go? She goes the familiar way of Wiest. Nice hustle by Kalo, and the Vikings have kept it alive. Set's not over yet. Wiest once again, dug up by Dins. Kuski looks to Supernand off of a couple of different Orioles, and Supernand's up to 17 kills. Had some miscommunication there, but that was most definitely the Vikings' point. And Supernand will try to prolong what seems to be the inevitable, which is that we're going to be headed to a fifth set. Chemnitz says no, though. Herzig tried to battle Chemnitz at the net, and that was won by Chemnitz as the overpass came. I think that was Rock. Better this time from Rock. Herzig to Wiest. Down off the block. That was Chemnitz. 17-14. Well, can Milena Dins and Elena Supernand. Oh, that was a double hit. And there's 4. Doesn't matter anyway. Almost went flying through the hands. There's another ace. That's the 10th of the night for the Vikings. 18th kill of the night for Supernand. This one's to Braun. Herzig. Over by the Orioles. Kuski. Dins. Cross court. Down! 15th kill of the night for Milena Dins, and this is not over. Even if it is prolonging the inevitable, even if North Fondy wins this set, the Vikes have most certainly gotten back some momentum as they close out this fourth set, however it ends. But the Vikes are not going away. Back in 30 seconds. Timeout, North Fondy. Well, the word was finish in the huddle of the North Fond du Lac Orioles, and that's what they want to do. All they got to do, one more, that's it. And in rally scoring, you don't see many of these go this way. Good serve from Supernand. Herzig looks to Wiest. Wiest tips it, and that's the end of the fourth set. Wiest had 5 kills in that set, as she did in the first set. And just like the first set, it ends 25-19 to North Fond du Lac, the winners. They'll send the captains to the Viking logo and sort out all of the particulars of what this fifth set is going to look like. 3 minutes on the clock. Back with more. You're watching Varsity Girls Volleyball on WLA TV. Well, here's some homework for you to do if you're curious. Maybe you're not, so then don't do it. Has any team in the Flyway Conference played more 5-set matches this year than the WLA Vikings? This will be their third. I say probably you end up with more 3 or 4 set matches than you do 5. I would just guess with my limited volleyball knowledge. But the Vikes are headed for their third one this season. They blew a 2-set-0 lead against Waupun early in the season, their first home match. And then they made good a 2-set deficit to Ripon and came back and won 3-2 in that set. In this 5th set, the Vikings are going to serve first. It's going to be Milena Dins. Tonight, Dins has 15 kills. She has several aces, and she's been terrific from the service line. She's joined on the court by Sabrina Bernhard, Elena Supernand, Kaylee Fry, Mary Zunker, and Riley Lair. Referee making sure we all understand how we got to this point, and that was a coin flip. Very good. Dins. DeBron, Herzig, near side, Wiest. Wiest, off the block and down. No, that wasn't Wiest, I'm sorry. I've just assumed Wiest is over there. It's Haley Bedner. It was off the block and down. Kaylee Fry's 18th kill of the night. She joins Elena Supernand with her 18 kills. That's deep from Dins. Just the 6th service error for the Vikes tonight. Bree Rock got the Orioles off to a good start in the 4th set. She's going to try to do the same thing here. 1st to 15 in this 5th set. Off the block and down. Kaylee Fry's got 19. Megan Doyle, as well as Geneva Hewitt back on the floor for the Vikings. Doyle played in both of those sets that the Vikings won. That's, I believe, her first service error. So the Vikes are not able to get this done. Let's count the service errors here. We have 2 of them already here in this 5th set. I don't think they had 2 in a set earlier tonight. Maybe they had. Zunker not able to get that one across. And for the first time tonight in this 5th set, the Orioles lead. Orioles won the 1st and 4th sets, both 25-19. Vikes won the 2nd and 3rd, 25-18, 25-23. There's going to be a chance for Kaylee Fry. Rock, Herzig, Wiest tips it over. Zunker looks far side, back row swing for Doyle. It's down. Yes, you bet. Well, I didn't know if they were going to, if he was going to point down. It certainly looked like it was in, and it was. Tied up here at 3. Kuski and Chemnitz into the game. Siri Kuski and Peyton Chemnitz. They replace Kaylee Fry and Mary Zunker. Kuski's serve. Someone was into the net. It was Chemnitz, I believe. Said 13. Was it Kuski? I didn't think Kuski was anywhere near the net. Doesn't matter. A Viking was into the net. That's all. That's all that matters. And they trail 4-3. Back to the service line is Traxinger. Big hop and a good serve. Back set from Kuski finds Supernand. She's got 19 kills. Supernand heads to the service line, nearing 20 kills on the night. Tied up here at 4. Supernand, that's deep. Yep. Was it tipped? It was tipped. The line judge says it was tipped. So it should be the Vikings' point, and it is. That's another ace. 11th ace of the night. 20th kill for Elena Supernand. 5-4. Supernand continues. Herzig looks to Wiest. Wiest with the swing off Chemnitz's block. Back to Wiest. Pushes it over. Blocked by Hewitt. Dug by Supernan. Set up to Dins from Kuski. Dins gets her 16th kill of the night. And the Vikings have just a little breathing room. 6-4. How far can Elena Supernan stretch this lead out? And the Vikes were celebrating too much, I believe. Here's Wiest. Tips it over. And Jenna Wiest has saved the off-speed stuff for the latter portion of the match, whereas Elena Supernan went with it early. Wiest went with the power early and with the off-speed late here, and it's worked. Tipped over by Chemnitz. 6-5, Vikings lead. Free ball coming. Doyle, Kuski, Dins, off the block and out. Couple of big kills in the last couple of minutes from Milena Dins. She has 17 of them. And a couple of powerful swings that have gone off of the blocks of North Fond du Lac and ended up in the bleachers. 7-5, Riley Lair, another good one from her. Braun, Herzig, near side. Rock, I believe that was, that just pushed it over. Set up here to Bernhard. Little close to the net there on the set from Supernan after Kuski had to retrieve the pass. 7-6, the Vikes have had these opportunistic side outs here in this fifth set. Need it here with Haley Herzig back at the service line. Dins, middle set, Kuski, in! And Dins is up to 18. Dins 18, Fry 19, Supernan 20 kills tonight. Next closest is Peyton Chemnitz with 6. This is a great serve from Zunker. It's going to result in a free one for the Vikings. Good pass from Lair to Zunker, middle set. Down to Fry, and that's deep. Opportunity missed there for the Vikings. It's a good pass from Riley Lair and a good enough serve or set from Zunker that you feel like have to make them play defense on it. Braun, good pass once again from Supernan. Set up from Dins, overpass, off the block from Fry, sprawling out is Braun. Free ball for the Vikings. Good pass from Lair. Looks for Dins. Dins off the block once again. Braun keeps it alive. Wiest back to Braun. Supernan, Zunker, middle set, tipped from Fry, got to it. And Herzig, oh, that was too close for comfort if you're a Viking fan. I think everyone on the team kind of had their breath held there as Herzig hit that and almost found a corner. For the second time in the fifth set, Dins will serve. She finds Rock. Herzig looks to the near side. Swing through the block and down was Traxinger. Good pass that time from Bree Rock. It got him into transition, and Traxinger finished it. Here is Rock now serving. That one's loose for the Vikes. Dins just tries to get it across. She's able to do so. This one's alive for the time being, and now it's not. We have a tie ball game here in the fifth set. I apologize. I don't think you call volleyball matches ball games, but now you have. Supernan, Zunker, Fry, into the net. And that's going to force a timeout. Excuse me. Timeout, Vikings. They trail by 1. 3-0 run for the Orioles. See what the Vikings can come up with out of this. Back after this. You're watching on WLA TV. Vikings need something out of this timeout. They trail here in this third set. I believe it's the first time they've trailed in the third set. Zunker. Bernhard, Supernan to get it over. Here's Herzig. Middle set. It's a good one. Oh, it's blocked down from Kaylee Fry. She's got 20 kills. Man, a one-on-one. And that's the second or third time Fry's gotten the best of Traxinger on those one-on-one opportunities and blocked them down. Doyle's back in. That's a good one from Megan Doyle. Punched over by the Orioles. Set up from Hewitt and finished. Kaylee Fry has 21 kills, leads the team now. She just passed Supernan, who's at 20. And let's see if Megan Doyle can keep it going. The Vikes on a little momentum, little run of their own. They have a 1-point lead, 11-10. This one's into the net. Actually punched over by Kaylee Fry. And we're tied back up. Little rush of adrenaline there. Short, dug up from Supernan. Zunker looks back to Supernan. She swings, and she kills. 21 now for Supernan. 42 kills between Fry and Supernan. 21 each. And not bad to have your third best offensive player tonight with 18 kills. That's Milena Dins. 1-point lead. Kuski back onto the floor, back to the service line. Dug up by Braun. Herzig looks to the near side. Wiest, that's into the net. One of the first errors, hitting errors, at least in terms of going into the net, going short. Not giving herself a chance was Wiest that time. And the Vikes are 2 points away. Kuski, Braun. Herzig's going to have to push this over. She does. Dins, Kuski. Tipped, Supernan. Opportunity here for the Orioles. Wiest gets a swing off the block and down. It's a big kill from Jenna Wiest. She's the closest to 20 if she's not there already. Ivor for 17. That might be a little bit light. Had a terrific night so far for the Orioles. Back to the service line, the sophomore Abby Traxinger. Dins sprawls out. Supernan looks back to Hewitt. Hewitt punches it across. Chance here for Wiest. Doyle, Kuski, Supernan, a little off balance. Traxinger able to keep it alive. Orioles get it across. Dins, Kuski, back set. Hewitt. Almost a cross-court pass, or an overpass, sorry. And Hewitt's got her 5th kill of the night, and the Vikings have set, check that, match point. Supernan back to the service line, but before that, the Orioles take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Finish the match up right after this. You're watching on WLA TV. All right, so it's a chance here for the Vikings. Match point, first opportunity here at match point. They'll get a couple of them if they need them. Supernan, Braun, Herzig. Wiest tips it over. Supernan, Kuski, Dins can finish it. Tips it over. Here's Herzig. This one's close to the net, tipped over by Wiest. Sprawling out was Dins. Doyle finds Hewitt. Back to Braun. Herzig looking to Wiest once again. Tipped off the block. Dins keeps it alive. And oh, I thought it was going to be pushed over by Peyton Chemnitz, but it's into the net. Vikes will get one more shot here at the match point. 14-13. He had been all right even with just a bump across there. Doyle, Kuski, Looks to Dins. Dins off the block. Dug out well by Braun. Rock pushes it across. Kuski. Dins again. Off the tape and down. Well, sometimes luck's just not on your side. And how many of those have we seen from Dins hit the tape and crawl over? That one stays on the Viking side. Here's Jenna Wiest. Tied up at 14. Got to win by 2. Going straight back to her is Kuski. Herzig. Rock swings off the block and down. And it's match point now for the Orioles. It's a 3-0 run for the Orioles. Match point for North Fondy coming after this. Timeout Vikes. Back with me on WLA TV. Well, just like in the 4th set, coming out of a timeout, the Orioles saying finish. That's what they're trying to do here to the Vikings. 15-14. It's Jenna Wiest at the line. She's got 17 kills. First match point opportunity for the Orioles. Wiest, Doyle, Kuski looks for Dins. Dins has to tip it over the block. Oh, was that 4? I think it was. I think that was the call. No, just a double hit is what the call was, but I think he probably could have gotten either or, to be honest. Looked like there was 4 hits there. Anyways, it ties it back up at 15 and kind of takes the edge off a little bit. Here's Lair. That's a good serve. Herzig looks to the near side, swing from Rock, off the block of Chemnitz. Kuski looks back to Dins. Dins into the net. It was a tough one to deal with. It was behind Dins. Not able to get it across the net. Another opportunity at match point for the Orioles. These teams will meet next week again in the regional semifinal. The 4:30 game at Springs. Herzig, dug up by Dins. Looking to the far side with Bernhard. Going to be a free ball for the Vikings. Good pass from Lair. Kuski looks to the far side. Dins off the tape, down. And we're tied at 16. That's the 19th kill of the night from Elena Dins. 1 kill away from having 3 Vikings with 20 plus tonight. Knotted up here at 16. Well, you know what? The record may not be pretty. 2-5 on the season, but entertainment value for these Vikings has been off the charts. A little miscommunication pushed over by Rock. Chance for Kaylee Fry. Just came back on the court. She's got kill number 22. She leads the team in the Vikes. Back with a chance here. Match point for the Vikings. 17-16. Mary Zunker. Braun. Herzig pushes it over. Lair. Zunker looks to Dins off the block. Tough one to deal with. Braun's able to get there. Tipped over. Fight at the net. Won by Fry for now. Zunker. Dins has to punch it over. She does so. And yeah, there's an injury. And we'll take a timeout. Come back with more after this. So we'll have another opportunity here for the Vikings at match point. And Alexis Schneider right back into the match for the Orioles. Good to see. Mary Zunker serving for the Vikings, serving for a chance to close out this home season with a W. Herzig looks to the near side. Rock has to push it over. Good pass from Lair. Zunker looks to the middle to Kaylee Fry. Fry, I think that might have gone out, but Herzig wasn't taking any chances with match point on the line, and finishing it is Rock. Tying things back up at 17. Well, we might go to 25 just for the fun of it. Good pass from Lair. Dins to Bernhard. Just has to tip it over. Weiss got it across. Zunker looks to Dins. Off the block. How did that not? That was 4. That was 4. Yep. I counted 4. Perhaps not. The North Fond du Lac coach did not like the call. I thought I counted 4. I saw a dig and then 3 more. They're going to replay it. I'm not 100% sure, so you can go back and rewatch it. Not much complaint from the Vikings, though, and you would have felt like if they thought that that was absolutely 4, that they might have had a different reaction to that. Good pass from Supernan. Dins to Fry, somehow kept alive by Rock. Oh, and she pushes it into the net. Rock did all the hard work and couldn't quite get that last part down. It was terrific hustle by Bree Rock to give the Orioles a chance even there. A little bit unlucky into the tape. Here's Dins. If you're a Vikings fan, I won't finish that statement. Dins with the service error. It's going to save. No one else you'd like at the service line, but it's her second error of the day. Rock, dug out by Dins. Set up from Zunker. A little bit out of sync there with Fry. Zunker, Fry's going to set it to Bernhard off the block. Braun, Weist, dug up by Dins. Zunker looks far side, Supernan. Braun with another one. That's tipped down. Net battle won once again by Kaylee Fry. She's got 23 kills. 19-18. Some question from the North Fond du Lac side. Still having conversations about it. If nothing else, these referees do a terrific job of explaining themselves. And Haley Bednar, who I would assume is the captain or one of the captains, was just checking with that. And yeah, I don't know if after 2 minutes you can change it anyway, but they will not. And gives another chance to the Vikings with match point. This time it'll be Megan Doyle. Doyle with the opportunity. Braun. Rock pushed over by Herzig. Chance here off the block from Supernan. Herzig in the way a little bit. and Braun couldn't quite get there. What a match this was tonight. Both of these teams should give themselves a pat on the back. This was a fascinating match and was terrific. Vikings get the win. They win it 3-2. The sets went as such. North Fondy took the first set 25-19. Second set was won by WLA then 25-18. WLA then took a 2-set-1 advantage, winning the third set 25-23. Backs against the wall, that's when North Fond du Lac won the fourth set 25-19, and WLA wins the fifth set. A race to 15, they said let's go to 20. 20-18, and the Vikings escaped their final home game of the season with a 3-2 win. This moves WLA to 3-5 on the season, drops North Fond du Lac to 2-6 on the season. The Vikes will close out regular season play on Thursday when they take on Lamira at Lamira to close out the regular season. Then, as I said, next week, I believe it's Tuesday, doubleheader on Tuesday for the regional, 4:30. These two teams that we saw tonight will play once again over at St. Mary's Springs. The winner will then take on St. Mary's Springs later that night at 7 o'clock with the late game. Tonight, statistical leaders, only one leader for the Orioles. Now, Haley Herzig was terrific, setting the volleyball for North Fondy, but Jenna Wiest was terrific. I had her for 17. That's probably a little bit low. Unofficial statistics, as I always say. But Jenna Wiest was terrific, as well as Bree Rock, Abby Trexinger, and a smattering of others. Alyssa Braun, the libero for the Orioles, but led by Jenna Wiest. For the Vikings, Geneva Hewitt had 5 kills, 6 for Peyton Chemnitz, just the leaders here for the Vikings. And then 19 for Milena Dins, including several service aces, 21 kills for Elena Supernan, and team high for the Vikings tonight was Kaylee Fry. She had 23 kills this evening. I'm Jordan King saying so long. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed tonight's match. It was enjoyable from my spot, so I'm sure you probably enjoyed it from yours as well. The Vikings close out their home regular season with a win, 3-2 tonight, as the 5-set thrillers continue with the Vikings. Once again, saying so long. Hope you'll join us. Well, I don't know when the next time we'll have a WLA TV broadcast. Maybe this fall with football, but who knows? Maybe we'll work something up before then with some of these alternate fall and spring sports. So long. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time. You've been watching WLA Girls Varsity Volleyball. They win it on WLA TV.